Well, what are we doing here, Mom? First of all,
we're making squid. Squid pasta.
Okay.
Sauce.
All right. So, what do you got there? Tell me what you got going on here.
These are shrimps right here with the heads.
Frozen shrimps with heads.
Yeah.
You're gonna boil them frozen.
Frozen.
Yeah.
So now, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna head on. I usually use 1 can.
What is that?
Of squid in natural ink. I want the one in natural ink.
Okay, can you get that at any grocery store? It looks
probably an Asian.
Looks something special. Okay.
Asian.
Okay.
Okay.
So you just dumped it in there. There's a bunch of squid. Okay.
There's a squid. That's how it. I want the ink. You don't want to remove that. So you're going to remove the filament. This is like the vertebrae of the squid. Now, and then I already peeled my garlic.
Oh.
And actually what I do is sometimes I do like this. So it doesn't make any difference. I put all of my garlic
in the chopper.
Yeah. Okay. Along with the remaining onion.
Let me see that. Okay. All right.
Well, I hope with this demonstration, the next time it won't be a flop here. The beaks and things. Beaks and things. That was funny.
Oh, very funny. So you got your
Squid.
Minced garlic with onions. Your squid is over here. You're over there. Your shrimp is thawing. It looks cooked.
So, yeah.
And now what are you going to do here?
Well, in the same container that I minced the onion and the garlic, I'm going to put these squids in here. Without the juice, just the squid itself. So, it's like this.
Wow.
It's minced.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Priscilla, how many emails, how many Facebook profiles do you have?
Only one to my knowledge. I have one with my school because the school, I don't know. How many?
Whoa!
You look professional. Okay, we boiled the shrimps.
Boom, right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We minced the garlic and onions.
Right there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We removed the filament out of the can of squid.
There's a can of squid, and there are the filaments.
That you don't want to include.
Right, and
then we minced the squid.
mince the squid. There it is. Okay.
Now, the next step, I'm going to keep the broth of the shrimp, and I'm going to go like this, strain it.
Okay.
Just take the heads of the shrimp, decapitating the heads of the shrimp.
Okay.
After I separated the heads, I'm showing the shrimp.
So the heads of the shrimp now are in your mortar and pestle.
Right, because I'm going to be pounding
And you're
those.
shelling the bodies.
I'm shelling the bodies. That's
Okay.
right. No bones in the body.
What are you doing now?
Pounding these heads. Because, you know, the thing is, it's very coarse. That's why, you see, when you do it this way, it's not as good as the raw heads. Because what I'll have to do now is strain this with my hand and try to get whatever excess I can get out of these. You could get more when the heads are still raw. You'll see what I'm doing. Anyway, so I come to the side here. Put this down. Go like this. Mind you, my hands are very clean. You could use a strainer if you want, not a strainer or like a one of those materials, like a.
Ooh. What are, okay, wow. You are.
I am getting all the excess juice out of the heads.
Oh my goodness gracious.
That's what I'm doing. Like I said, you could put this in like a cloth, like a muslin cloth or something.
A muslin cloth. Wow, this is going to be a religious experience.
You know what I mean, like
I
a
know.
gauze cloth.
Right.
And then if you don't feel like holding them in your hands. But the cook has very clean fingernails,
Very,
short.
very
I don't
clean.
keep my nails long, so I want you to see that. So now I'm going to get my second group of shrimps here, shrimp heads.
And you're going to
How much
continue the process.
Yes, I will. And you see how much you can really get out of those heads when you do it this way?
Yeah, all that knowledge seeping into
Squeeze the
a meal.
brains out of this. Now, if you were going to serve for a nice party and all that, you may want to keep some of these shrimps to the side.
Okay.
Garnish, for garnish, exactly. Thank you, Mitzi, for the terminology on this, you know. So you will use it as garnishing. So you're entertaining, you could put 3, in fact, you could put 3 whole ones if you wish with the heads on. That's if it doesn't turn off your guests.
Okay.
Sometimes they don't like to see the heads. Oh.
Hey!
Now go back to my chopper here. Put all those shrimps.
Oh, the shrimps now.
Are going to go in here. Put this there. And then chop away. Ground up shrimp. Ground up squid.
Mm-hmm.
Mix it all together.
How about some of this dog food? No?
I'm trying to put everything I can, squish everything.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to combine the shrimp,
Okay.
the squid juice, and I'm going to put now my still. And remember that when we went to Little Italy, we bought this Nero de Sepia,
Mm-hmm.
which is actually squid ink. Sometimes you may want to add this if you're not very satisfied with the color
Okay.
of your, if you want it darker and you feel like you needed to add some more of this, you can do that.
Could I use that for women?
You could put it all over Mitzi's face.
She does want a tan, that's for sure. She's been complaining that she wants to be darker.
She's too white. Well, I would suggest she rub some of this on her face. So I'm sauteing this now.
Okay.
I put remember?
Mm-hmm.
I put the ink in there, that little packet.
Right, and
Now, look
now
at that.
you just added your
The
garlic
garlic.
and onions.
That's right. That's all I did. Don't panic. As soon as your onions become translucent,
Mm-hmm.
and then you could add the remaining the shrimp, squid ingredients. You're just putting that all together now. And then you will continue to saute it together.
And is that most of the process? Or?
That's it. So no other process to this but that. And
So
then
what is left?
Your last process is putting that
This juice.
juice in. Okay. Pour. The only thing I would add to this right at this moment is probably a little bit of maybe flour or a tad of cornstarch just to thicken it a tad. Only because it's really pretty watery.
Mm-hmm.
And I like my sauce with a little, a little thickened. Sort of, not so all water. So that would be the only thing I would do at this point in time. But I'm letting it boil and get all the flavors out. And sometimes if you simmer it long enough, it could thicken. And that's your sauce.